Okay, here we have two problems that tend to trip students up. The main difference is that the first example has one large fraction, 5 is dividing by both x plus 6, and this we have a fraction that then has a subtracting 3. The 3 is not in the fraction. So let's look at the differences between these two. I went ahead and wrote them out separately so you had room to see my work. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw my line down my equal sign just to help me see that what I do to one side of the equal sign, I also do to the other. There are no distributive property on either of these because there are no parentheses. So I can skip that. There's no combining like terms currently because x plus 6 can't be combined. So now I'm ready to add, subtract, or multiply and divide. So what we want to do here, because it's one large fraction, it's essentially tying this x plus 6 together. Currently, it's all being divided by 5, so it's kind of attached into one group. So the first thing we need to do is we need to move the 5. So it's being divided by 5, so we are going to multiply by 5. So that we do because it is one large fraction, we actually multiply first. And then 2 times 5 is 10. Now we can subtract the 6 and get x equals 4. So let's look at this problem. This has a fraction, and so the x is tied into this fraction. So the negative 3 is not part of the fraction, so we actually want to move it first. So we're going to add the 3 because it's not part of the fraction. So that gets us 8 equals x divided by negative 4. So now x is being divided by negative 4, so the inverse of division is multiplying. So we're going to multiply by negative 4 to both sides and get negative 32 equals x, and that's our solution. So if you have an equation such as x plus 3 divided by 2 equals 5, what do you do first? Do you multiply by 2 or subtract 3? All right, so you actually multiply by 2 first, and the reason for that is because x plus 3 is one big part of this fraction. It is tied together until you move the denominator first. So multiplying by 2 is the first step you would take when solving for x.